Welcome back, guys. BJ the Brave here, and the patch is out. We have an update. No longer do the Ultramarines reign supreme. There is a new boss in town, and that boss, my friends, is the Orkz. Or the Orkz, I guess we should be saying. Guys, I am bringing you in this video some very early gameplay of my Big Ghaz deck. If you've not seen the original Big Ghaz deck guide, then check out my previous video on that on the channel. What I did is I basically updated it a little bit, and so I wanted to kind of just quickly give you some insight. So obviously the big change is that Ghazghkull now can use his Warlord talent to produce 2 Grots. It's a huge change, guys. It's a huge change. If we're going second, that means we can essentially have 4 troops out on turn 1. So we use the Hero Warlord, and then we play the stratagem that gives us 2 Grots. The thing I would say about Ghaz now is that when it comes to tempo, Ghazghkull is the best leader in the Orks. So I still think Rukk Face Ripper is the better leader for a control deck, and that's because a control deck really is all about using the right tools for the job. And what Face Ripper does is he allows you to draw into that toolkit and make sure you've got the tools in your hand. Whereas with Ghazghkull, you're just kind of stuck with what you've got. What I've come to learn with this version, or with the Ghazghkull deck, is that you'll hear other Ork guys, they'll say, just hard mulligan away, just go for the Green Horde and Makari. You can't afford to play Ghazghkull tempo that way. You have to think about your curve. You have to ensure, you can't draw cards, so you have to ensure that you've got that good curve early. So that's much more important when you're mulliganing. And the new hero power just really helps shore up kind of what you do in that kind of turn 2. If you've got the level 20 on the Forge, obviously you can get the stratagem that cheapens your first vehicle by 2. Occasionally that can be correct depending on what you've got in your hand, but most often than not with Ghazghkull, the 2 extra Grots is the right way to go. So the Ghazghkull is the best tempo build. I still think that Face Ripper's better for control, and all-out aggro, I'm not sure on that one. That's still to be decided. The Ecclesiarch's all-out aggro deck is still Face Ripper build, and that might go underneath Ghazghkull. It's good, but either way, Ghazghkull is now the ultimate kind of tempo Ork war boss. So for me, what that means also is that the Green Horde is not that great in Ghazghkull. I still see people running them, and I think you're kind of lucky. Like if you have the Green Horde with Slugga Boy and Stormboy, say, in the first 3 to 4, 2 to 3 turns, so like energy 4, I think you're quite lucky. I think if you're laddering and playing like hundreds of games, that's not going to be the situation very often. And so to think about a consistent win rate, I don't think that's a good strategy. And because you can't draw cards, sometimes I'd find that the Green Horde would just be sitting in my hand doing nothing. So I've tried some games without it. I've had games with 2 of them and found that too clunky. At the minute I'm settling on 1, and that is mainly used, if I'm honest, more slightly later on in the game. And I'm using other units with it, not just the Slugga Boy and Stormboys, but you could easily cut the Green Horde from the deck. But I think one of them feels okay. You still can get some benefit from it, but you're not dependent on it, and your hand doesn't get too clogged up like if you had to. Obviously, we've brought in the Squigbuggy. I've also run 2 of these. It might be correct to run 2, especially if you're running into an Ork or Scarab type of meta. Right now I'm going with the 1. Deffkopta got a bit of a buff, so what I've currently got is 2 Deffkoptas and 2 Spanners. I'm not sure 100% that I like that, but given that we've got the Grot Tanks as well, the Spanner buff is fantastic. Like the buffs that thing gives now to vehicles is insane. So we've got double Warbiker, double Grot Tank, and double Deffkopta. However, you could quite easily take out 1 Spanner, 1 Deffkopta, and then that would free up 2 cards if you wanted to try, the Dreadnought or another Squigbuddy, or even bring in the veteran Stormboy back in. So yeah, so this is the deck. Really loving Ghazghkull right now. I think they've really fixed him. I think he's a real force to be reckoned with, and I'll redo the Warlord tier list soon to reflect that. Guys, if you've subscribed to my channel, I just want to say a massive thanks to you. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers. So if you haven't, do me a massive favor, just hit that subscribe button below. I really appreciate the support, and that way we can ensure that we keep bringing great content for this game. Without further ado, let's jump into some games. Okay, so 20 games with Big Ghaz. This is not 1.2. I guess it should be 2.0 now with the patch. So I'm still not really sure whether 2 looters or 2 Deffkoptas is correct. I'm also not sure on the 6 drops whether it should be 2 of or whether it should be 2 spanners. So there's a little bit of uncertainty, but we might tweak the odd card, but we're gonna go and play 20 games now on ladder, and we're gonna see how we get on. So we're over 3k on the legendary division, so let's see how the deck does. Okay, so we are playing against Ultramarines. Vehicle costing 2 less is nice, but I think with Ghaz here we're going to take this and go for the 4 bodies. Okay, so we're playing Manius. So of course you got the option here, we can Grot Tower and then build them up to 2/2s, but we're not going to do that. We're going to get 2 bodies out first, and then we're going to force the 4 body turn 1 and smack him in the face. A lot of options here, so we could go 3 Grots. We could go Gretchin Mob, or we could go Grot Tank. Don't really want to play the Gretchin Mob because that plays into Stormraven next turn. So I think we're going to do this. Do we attack with the Grot? No? Oh yes. If we do, we get 1 extra point of damage. But I think we're going to not attack. So next turn we've got Ada's Nails with Gretchin Mob is quite nice. So I think maybe here we actually just play out our 2 boys, or the alternative is we play double Grot and hero power. I think it's better to play out the Stormboys. Do we want to hit with this? I think we do. He can't kill it just with Manius, so he's still forced to do something else to deal with it. And of course we push an extra 3 damage. Manius being a 40 health body does make it a little bit tougher. Haven't got any of our buffing units yet, have we? I think this is a good hard as nails turn. Question is, do we want to Gretchin Mob it? Or just Grots? I think we're going to Gretchin Mob. So he doesn't want to play Cassius. His flyer's no good. Stormraven isn't brilliant either. He shouldn't have that great a turn here. I mean, that's definitely... We're more than happy with that, right? Oh my goodness me. Oh, boys. Boys. So we're going to go No Mukkin About. And then we're going to go Greatest War Boss. And just put the hurt on him in this turn. Wow. So now we're not bothered about surviving at this stage of the game. This is when you just go in, right? Because, you know, so what if he Storm Ravens? We've just got him down to 5 health. Like, you know, we just need anything, right? Any of our buffs, Wob. There's so many options. Proper Killy. Let's go ahead and just win this game now. Oh, I'll tell you what. Manius Calgar beating Manius always feels good. Always feels good, boys. Always feels good. Great to see Makari. Okay, so we're going to go for our 4 Grot. Oh no, we messed up! Ah! Oh god, that's so annoying. Don't even bother with that. Oh, that's so annoying. I just completely messed the start of this up. Okay, so lesson learned. Be conscious about which order you do things in. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh. Thing is, when you make a mistake, you've got to try and not dwell on it for the rest of the game. Like, this is a new mechanic. It's just literally launched today, and obviously, mistakes were made. Just got to get on with it. Okay, that doesn't kill it. He has to hit it as well, right? Okay, so that's got really good value there. I think we're just going to go in with Proper Killy here. He'll also be thinking, oh well, he's used Proper Killy, so you know he's not going to have another one. Is it going to be Squigbuggy term? Ooh, interesting. So if I play this, that costs me 4. I need that next turn, right? Oh my god, he's running Reanimate Protocol. Who's running that card? Okay, that wasn't very nice. Okay, so let's just have a think now. That would be 4, wouldn't it, here? Yeah. So, if he attacks, he can attack something with 3, which will just put him down to 1. Yeah, so we don't attack here. No, we don't attack. Turn 8 as well is 1 turn before he can do a big AoE. Yeah, so he has to do Scythe Assault here on its own and hope it kills, which it doesn't kill them all. So, he doesn't get the fully effective clear. So I think we've got lethal here, right? Because if we do this, and then we do this, and then we do... Oh, we probably just do this and then do this. So what we do is we kill that first, and then we smash with this, and then we go this. Okay, so even though we made the mistake and the misplay... Oh, it's the Ghazghkull in the game. A Ghazghkull off. Ghazghkull off. I don't think we're going to keep that as nails. Oh, that goes well with a Gretchin Mob. Do we want to keep the Squigbuggy in this matchup? I don't know if that's correct, you know, because getting this on turn 4 would be insane here. I think that was a I think that was wrong. I feel like that was wrong. Okay, so let's deploy the 2 Grots first this time. And then do this. That's attacked already, hasn't it? This is a very powerful opening, for sure. But I do like the idea of being able to... We could have also played a Deffkopta immediately. Or we could have played Squigbuggy on turn 4. So That's one of those reflection points that you have to kind of look back on after the game and go, how would things have been different? Now, I wonder if he runs the Green Horde. I'm not convinced that the Green Horde is right in a Ghazghkull deck. I think if you get it and you happen to pair it with troops, then you're a bit lucky. Unless you're running the card that draws, the 3-drop that draws 2. But I'm not convinced it's correct, so I don't run it. But is this a Deffkopta turn or is this a Slugga Boy turn? I'm going to go Slugga Boy, I think. You know, Slugga Boy's 6 points of health, and Deffkopta's 5. And Deffkopta, you know, has value on turn 8, right? Because we can play 2 of them. Ooh. I'd love to hero power here. How do we best hero power? So yeah, this might be his Squigbuggy. Yep. Do we attack that and then Squigbuggy into this, which then kills our Squig, which then kills the truck? Oh, we Warbike. What do we play with a Warbike though? We have nothing left then, do we? I think this might be correct. So then that kills our Squig, which should then kill that, right? And chain react into that, yeah. No, it didn't, it did 0! Oh no, it didn't. Wait. Yeah, that's right, okay. Yeah, we had 2 chances of killing it. One was from the explosion of his own unit. Okay, so the plan did work. The plan did work. We're fine. So Squig going second, Squigbuggy into... That worked quite well. Now then, he's played Ork Nob, hasn't he? So he's not got anything that's charging here, unless he's got the Warbike. Okay, so normally I would say like we've lost here if he's got the Warbike because we don't play the Green Horde. And I mean, he's managed to get Green Horde with 2 troops in his hand. That's quite impressive. So first of all, we want to do this, right? could Warbike into one of those and kill it. That feels a bit extreme. I mean, we lose to Proper Killy and Makari here. Maybe that was incorrect to hit there, actually. I think we might just put ourselves in lethal range. Oh, God. Oh, no! Why didn't he attack first if that was his plan? That was crazy. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so currently we've got 8, 6. It ain't lethal yet. Kinda wanna use this as a setup turn, right? So I actually think I'm gonna not play double. Yeah, I think I prefer this. Well, that's a good reason for preferring it, isn't it? Now he could have Rock Invasion in hand here. Boom! We got him! That was a great game. That was a really great game. I kind of love to like go back and watch that one again, actually. There were a lot of decisions. That was a great game for when people talk about, oh, well, I didn't draw this or I didn't draw that. Like, that was a great game to analyze and think. Every single turn, there were so many choices about like different lines of play that we could have gone down. Different lines of play completely. And the game came down to a few points, so those lines of play did make all the difference. Necrons again.
Your forsaken kind seek only to disrupt the logic of the galaxy.
Do we really imitate? Is that what my forsaken kind do? Is that really what we seek, though? And how would one know such a thing? Shoota Boy looking good. Go on, Shoota Boy. Or kind of the same as hero power, so that doesn't make sense. You could play out a load of Grots, which would be nice for Banner Nob next turn. But then we lose 3 points of damage here, right? Wait, did I actually... Did I attack with Ghazghkull? Please tell me I attacked with Ghazghkull. Yes, I did. Okay, good. Well, that doesn't kill him. Interesting. Do we play the Gretchin Mob here? Problem is, if you play Gretchin Mob, that does play into Sky the Salt very nicely. It's a silly off-curve play, isn't it? We could play this, but that tends to be better later game if we get Proper Killy out, doesn't it? I think we're just going to play... If we play this, it gets taken out by Doom Scythe quite easily, doesn't it? Okay, so turn 4 we've got Imitate down to half health, that's not bad. But this is where the Doom Scythe and the Lich Guard, yeah, so I'm glad we didn't play Banner Nob into that. Definitely glad about that. Because now we can do this, for example. And that would take that out, wouldn't it? What else could we do? We could Gretchin Mob. Could Gretchin Mob and go face. But that gets taken out by... Sky the Salt. I think this might be the correct turn to play this. Now my only question is, do I develop the Grot? Might have been correct to play the Grot there. Ah, nice. The thing we were afraid of ended up happening anyway. Don't really want to play those because they just get traded really badly with that. Huh, this is quite a difficult one. We could go really wide, but we're scared of the Scythe Assault. This is not a good turn for us. I think it actually might be something like this. I mean, again, obviously we could have played for the bodies with the Grots and just put down 2/2s. We'd have had to trade 2 bodies to kill the Doom Scythe, but we'd have had more presence, but I don't know. He doesn't have the second Doom Scythe in hand unless he's just drawn it, because he had to use... Oh, okay, perfect. Right, good. Right, now we've drawn that out. Thank God we didn't go with a Gretchin Mob Grot tactic. So I think what we're going to do here is actually play out 2 Grots and hero talent. Now that we've seen that, has he got the second one in hand? Oh dear lord! I mean, if he's got it, we've played correctly, right? You don't play. You play that he's got 1. You don't play that he's got 2. That's not correct to play that he's got 2. You'd never play a card ever. Okay, he's got 2. But I still think that was correct. The way we approached that, it was a really good setup. So I'm not mad about that. So I think what we might do is the same again. What a game! This is hilarious. Now he can do me with the Hex, to be honest. Yeah, I think he's got me with the Hex here. I mean, I wonder whether he actually mulliganed for the Scythe Assaults. That'd be interesting to know. Has he got another one? Don't look like it. Don't look like it, boys! Yay! Get in! Come on! What a game! That was a brilliant game. Swarmlord. We're playing the Ecclesiarch. Oh boy. My old buddy. Potentially we're going to have a very big Deffgun Loota here, depending what happens. Oh god, why did I do that? Oh, I just attacked face or melee. Oh, it's a habit. It's a habit. When you're a big bad Orc war boss, you just smack things with an axe. Well, what I needed to do is pick up that big Daka. I tell you what though, we could have some fun with a looter here. But we'll do it next turn. So, by that logic, you could say the Banner Nob was better to play there. No, that's not true, because we weren't killing them, so it wouldn't benefit from the shuffle. Banner Nob's better this turn. Although, you know, we could even go hard as nails combo with Gretchin Mob in. That could be pretty cool too. Oh my lord. Do we go... Oh my god, there's so many options here. So many options here. So he didn't play it, which makes me think he hasn't got... Now, has he picked up the 5-drop AoE? We played around that because we think he would have done it last turn. Otherwise, obviously, we should have played out as nails there. We've gone with the greedy play, but I think we've won it. Yeah, well played, Ecclesiarch. I mean, he was so unlucky. I mean, that was terrible for him. Like, that was just... There was nothing he could do there. If he didn't have the... Obviously, if he didn't have... Sorry, I'm so bad with the names, but it's the 5-drop, isn't it? 5-drop, Tyranids, Rapacious Hunger. That's what we were playing around. What we should have done is not used our Warlord talent. We should have... The correct play would have been hard as nails, other than he didn't play this on turn 5. Like, if he had that in hand, he absolutely would have just played it. So that's why we didn't play it there. Now we got Imhotep again. Warbiker's pretty good into the taunt now, right? Word bearers again. I think that mulligan might have been incorrect. I need this stuff to finish the game. So we get our 4 bodies and we smash face. Okay, so this is looking like a Shoota Boy turn, right? Did we attack with Ghazghkull? I guess we did. I think he's correct to clear that because I seem to remember him having the reanimate 1-drop. Okay, he's got another one, but that's fine. They trade. There we go. Okay, so they've really... He's not lost any health in like the last 2 turns, so that's really got him back on track value-wise. Now, the mucking about's good here, but we really need to start accelerating a little bit, so what we might do is mucking about, clear with that to keep it on the board, and I think we might actually develop a Slugga Boy here or a Stormboy. I think we'll develop a Slugga Boy. The other way would have been to kill... The other way would have been to kill the Grot off against Imhotep's face, clear the thing with Ghazghkull, and then just use the hero power. We're slightly better off on board, and we've done 1 more damage to face. So we've played the tempo play. It's not the value play, but we've played the tempo play. Sure, don't mind that. Because now we've got Stormboy. If he doesn't have Doom Scythe, then we get... sorry, Vet Stormboy. Then that means the Stormboys actually gain charge as well. Let's just slow down a second and just have a little think. Loota Boy and Shoota Boy is not doing much here, so I think we've got to do this. I think he may have slowed me down enough, you know, with that, yeah. He's starting to take over now. Yeah. I think he's done enough to slow me here, to be honest. I think he might have this one. Might be looking at a first loss here. Maybe we play 2 of these. Just because, like, obviously, Lich Guard doesn't do a lot into them. So, he needs Doom Scythe here. He's got 4 cards, is it? Man, we're having some great games with Word Bearers today. We're really having some really good games. We're 2-0 against him at the minute, but I think he... If he can navigate out of this turn's a bit of a pickle for him if he hasn't got the Doom Scythe. So what we got turn 9 next? We kind of want a hero power, which leaves us 7. Maybe there. Interesting. Yeah, this is the lock, isn't it, with the double. I don't think there's a way we can get out of this. Don't think there's a way we get out of this. Is it better to play the Death Looter here? No, because not a lot's going to die, is it?
What's all guys going? There ain't no stopping.
Yeah, I don't think we can get out of this trap. This loop, I mean, that he's got set up here. It's extremely powerful. Yeah. I mean, these are the games you accept with this type of deck that you've lost, right? Like, it's a quick playing game. You play quick. Quick games, and it's like... We're locked into, like, the neck. I mean... We've got Proper Killy. Is there anything there that can happen? I think we're just in an even worse situation than we were last turn, aren't we? There's still no way of actually killing that, right? Maybe we try it this way and see if that... Yeah, that doesn't die this time, right? Oh, God. Of course you do the 3 damage. Fucking hate that. Unstable. Yeah, we're Dunsky here, boys. Okay. Fair enough. Good game. Well played. So we got 1 loss to the Imatech.